Hello, this is Crypto CJ. It's a trade of the day, Monday afternoon, evening, Tuesday morning, Zoom edition, depending on where in the world you are. I'm still in Southeast Asia. Most of my attendees are in the US, but that's all right. We're all trying to figure out this strange crypto market. Bitcoin keeps drifting sideways and down a little bit. Broke below 96 this morning, and it's at 95.6 at the moment. Ethereum's not doing that well either. It's at 2,700. Let's go to the charts and check it out. Okay, this is the Bitcoin day chart. You guys should be seeing that. And you can see on the day chart, we dipped below the 20-day EMA and the 50 as well that are pretty much on top of each other. We're still above the 200. We were speculating earlier before the recording that even though there's been large purchases from corporations and certain funds, it hasn't seemed to affect the price. My theory is that they're negotiating off market. If they do buy on an exchange, then a large purchase would obviously push the price up. So since that hasn't happened, my thinking is it's got to be off market somehow. So um, that might be an explanation as to why the prices haven't gone up as much as they should, despite the news telling us that these big players are buying Bitcoin and that it's contemplated for states and governments to even use it as um, as a hedge. So yeah, I'm not sure really what's going on in the market that much. If anyone else has something to add, feel free to chime in.
Yeah, the the Bitcoin I think is just being soaked up. Like the people that are selling are just being soaked up by those that aren't. But the biggest problem there's a couple of problems in the market, but the biggest problem is the meme coins. And a lot like the meme coins have sucked a lot of the money, and there's been a lot of rug pulls, like the Trump coin and Melania, and was it Peru or someone, one of those South American countries had a meme coin, and so lots of people have made some really big money out of that, but also a lot of the new people have been hurt um and get scared off the market, you know, basically scared right out of the market. And Solana's suffering right now because of all those meme coins are on Solana. And it doesn't mean well, meme coins are just that. They're nothing unless there's some function behind them. And a lot of them are just funny names and things like that. So um, in my past learnings, the thing was to stay away from them. But so many people were making money off them that I think that sucked a lot of people over.
Yeah, I find
And
myself tempted from time to time, but I stay away from them. But if you get in at the right time, they can be profitable.
you got to
Uh,
get it out at the right time too.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So everybody be careful with those. I meme coins just for fun. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to
Well,
actually.
I started an account on Moonshot, and I think I had $100 and four coins, and
Okay.
it did quite well, but it's about 50% down at the moment.
Yeah. I added some funds to my Blowfin account over the weekend. I'm probably going to try to use that more. So I'll try to keep you guys posted to see if that's a good exchange because it currently doesn't require KYC, so and you can trade leverage on it if you want. But yeah, Patrick's advising in the chat. Solana's down 14% in 2 days and still dropping. So
Yeah.
um, let's
It's at a support area now,
yeah,
but
I think it's beautiful. I'm buying a condo and I'm land, so I have to sell some coins, and that's why the market is down. It's as soon as I don't need cash anymore, it's going to zoom, fellas.
Yeah.
Yep, that's normal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
On the Solana day chart here, we're well below 200. It hasn't been able to hold that as support. Support's been around 190-ish, but again, we
Yeah,
dipped
it's
below
down
that. So
1775 at the moment.
yeah,
175, something like that. 178.
yeah, we'll see if that
But it's
that
been
comes
down to
back.
176.
I know Craig trades Solana frequently, so he would know.
Yeah,
I do from time to time on my day trading and some auto trading as well. So
I'm wondering if to move off Solana actually.
yeah, I started
Although I
some.
like Solana,
Yeah,
and technically it should be a good coin, it's got good transactions and low fees, and there is the functionality there, but it's been tainted with all the meme coins, I think.
yeah, yeah. I've been trading Link more. Not enough to really talk about it. So that's probably a topic for another Zoom call. All right. Well, that's the market overall. Anybody have anything else they want to chime in with? All right, let's go to Altcoin Alert and iCoin Pro, see if we can find some day trades and short-term swings. This market is good for day trading because it's just moving a little bit, 2 or 3%, 5% here and there. So that's the kind of thing I like to trade. Pick up my 1 to 1.5%. If you're trading on spot, you may be looking for bigger moves, 2 to 5%. We'll look at both shortly. So let's go to Altcoin Alert first. I'm on the Altcoin radar. Easy mode is off. Refresh my page, get the most current information, and sort by AA score. This is the first sort I usually do. Looking for values 80 and higher. Don't have that today, but I've got Arweave at 78. So I was looking at that earlier, and this is my day trading layout, 15-minute chart, supply and demand visible range from Lux Algo free indicator, using for support and resistance. And we just came out of the support area and broke above the 20 on the RTI, relative trend index. So not financial advice, but I took this trade about 20 minutes, 15 minutes ago, and I'm up a little bit on my Arweave long. I'm at 10x leverage on a foreign exchange, so we'll see if I can get out of that during this call. Um, and finally, I have the cumulative delta as confirmation for trend-based trading. I haven't been doing that much lately. It's been almost all dips and retraces and some pumps and retraces on the short side. So, like I said, it has been a really good market for day trading, not so much for the swings. So that's our weave. To set an alert on the RTI, you can right click on it. And the one I suggest now would be crossing up on the 20. Once per bar close, we'll leave it on all day. Custom name, AA score. TradingView will remember this entry if you make it a few times. Notifications, notify an app on my phone. Show toast notification, pop up on my laptop computer. Play a sound also on my laptop, 3 notes reverb. It's one of my favorite sounds, but there's a bunch of sounds to choose from. Click create. And that alert is good to go, but I'm going to do something a little different with mine. So instead of crossing up, I'm going to go with entering a channel, 80 on top, 20 on the bottom. The rest will be the same. And then I'll have this rectangle here. So I'll get warned if it does this move. It breaks above the 80 and then dips. That happened here. And that made a nice move down, about 4%. And then the dip below the 20, break back up, which happened here. Again, 2% move up. So that's happened again. And just got a green candle. And looking good on the trade I entered. So we'll see how that plays out. Any questions on Arweave as a day trade? Okay, let's look at this as a swing trade. And again, some choppiness here, but not really going as far as we would like. At the moment, we're not that far from the green zone, but we have a sell printed on the super trend, which is my entry indicator on this chart. And then the Trendilo LSMA, which I use for confirmation, moving average is heading down. So we don't really have much in the way of confirmation either. So the best thing to do is set an alert on the super trend. And if you want to trade both directions, you can leave it as direction change, but put buy down for our next contemplated long move. Alert name, same thing. AA score if you want. Notifications, probably use a different one like handbell. Click create, and that alert is ready. So now I have alerts on two different time frames. Oh, that was loud. And the RTI just went off, but I'm already in that trade. So any questions on Arweave as a swing trade? All right, let's go through some of the other potential sorts on Altcoin Alert, and we'll take one last look at the Arweave. Yeah, it's broken above the 20, green candles printing. So we'll see if that continues its move up. All right. The next sort I usually do is social activity, matching up fire and fire or thumbs up, and StormX, STMX, Storage, which I like a lot. Let's look at that one. This is one of my favorite day trading coins. 15-minute chart, broke above the 20, made it up to about the 70, dip below the 50, now broke back up again. So hasn't necessarily done that well on 50 only. So I think you want to go with a 20 alert. Right click on RTI, add an alert, crossing up on the 20, and everything else is the same. I think I'm gonna go with my entering a channel. And let's see, that's social activity sort. And we'll go back to 3 notes, reverb, click create, and I'll leave that alert on most of the day. Okay, let's go over to our swing trading layout. It's kind of in no man's land at the moment. Right click on SuperTrend. Choose the buy. Social activity sort. And handbell, click create, and we're good to go. If it turns around and comes back, say around this area, to the bottom of the red zone, 7.5%. Deeper into it's right just below 9 or 10, and to the very top of the red zone, 17. So those are all, potential exits you can choose from. I'd probably go with something in between around 10 to 12. So that's Torch as a swing trade. Any questions on that? All right, let's see what else we can find. Short-term sentiment, matching up very bullish and bullish with Elder Impulse hourly. DAX Civic. I haven't seen that one in a while. It's up 12% today. Well, let's check that one out. Civic, SVC, or CVC. And it's on Coinbase, so my American friends can trade it. It's had a few pumps, but hasn't been able to sustain them. So has broken above the 50 a couple times with good results. So you might want to send or set that alert. Right click on the RTI and choose RTI crossover 50, not cross under, but crossover. I prefer the crossing up. 50 once per bar close. And you know the rest. All right, on a swing trade, which probably is more where I would take this one. It's on a buy signal. Trendilo is trending up. So you can catch this at the moment, 12% to the last movement high retrace. And the top would be closer to 17%. I don't like using these wicks as my retrace in and of itself. But if I see two wicks, then that's a little more comforting. But we've actually got a third wick down here. But that's about where we would get in on this. So I probably would rather have it go through a dip and then another buy signal. So it would like do something like this, then get in around where it is now, or maybe a little bit below, and try to catch this move. So right click on the super trend and choose the buy option, probably only once. Short-term sentiment. And the rest is the same. You're good to go on CVC. All right, any questions on Civic?
Yeah, I have a question about the alerts. So twice a week you put in a half a dozen alerts. How long do you leave them? Do you clean them out every day and start fresh, or you let them?
Yeah, no, I turn them off usually sometime between 6 and 9 p.m., depending on what's going on in my personal life. If I don't have anything going on, I'll let them run until I go to sleep. If I don't want to be interrupted, I'll turn them off.
And then you start the next day fresh?
Yeah, though I recycle a lot of alerts. TradingView keeps them unless you delete them. So since
Right.
I just turn them off, and then if but it's pretty common for um, these alerts to be relevant for more than one day. So like they're pumping the markets pumping on that coin for 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row. So that's why I'll just, if I know I had the alert the day before, I'll just bring it up again and click it back on. So
Gotcha. And on the
yeah.
day trade, when you put in you get the alert and you put in the buy order, and then do you set a take profit at that time, or do you sit and watch it
No,
or
I
wait
set a
for
take
another alert?
I set a take profit at that time. I've done that pretty consistently since I started. So and that's why I show you guys where the retraces are. So you have an idea if you want to trade that way, you can choose those areas as well. On my day trading, it's automatically in around 1 to 1.5%. And so that's where the system gets me out. Um, when I was trading directly on the exchange, then I would set the take profit on the exchange. So, which is more what I do on my swing trades. Because on my day trades, I'm using a third-party software. It's like 3 commas, but not. So, and
Gotcha.
when if it's ever ready for the public, I'll introduce it. But until then, I'm not. But yeah,
Okay, thank you.
so I do it. Good question, Paul. Any other questions about day trading or the setup on Civic? All right, we'll look at one more on Altcoin Alert. Let's go to long-term sentiment, which is pretty good for swing trading. We're going to match that up with Elder Impulse Daily. So a sentiment indicator or information source with technicals, match those up if we have any. So far, it's all bullish, bearish. I'm not seeing any matches at the moment. So if I see that situation, I'll usually just sort by the Elder Impulse and see what comes up. Got Pancake Swap, FTT, Venus, Prom, whatever that is. That's about it. So nothing really promising as far as coins I know that well. Cake and XVS I've traded before, but it's a long time ago. Let's bring up XVS. And that one's on Kraken. It's a futures contract. Pretty recent, looks like. Maybe not enough to have any history. So we'll look for it at another exchange. We'll go to Binance. So it's dipped below the 20, due for a return. So right click on the RTI, add an alert. Crossing up on the 20. Once per bar close. Long term. And three notes reverb, click create. And you're good to go for a 20. So this is not on an exchange I want to trade on, so I'm going to pass. But for those of you trading on Kraken, you may want to check it out. And then there's a swing. The sell signal just printed, it's bouncing off resistance. So I don't like this exit or entry at the moment. But set your alert on the super trend. Click on the buy. Long term. And handbell. Click create, and that would be a pretty good. Well, let's see where would we get in on this? Maybe right around here somewhere. 10% move. Then top of the red zone, closer to 20%, 22%. So there's lots of, this could be a lucrative trade if you get in the right time. the right movement. So that probably describes all trades. Anyway, yeah, check out XVS as a swing. I don't like that it's so close to resistance, so I'd want to wait till it goes through a little more gyration before I get in and catch the next buy signal and look for your Trendilo LSMA to confirm. I did like that day trading setup as we are below the 20 and due to return. Any questions on Venus XVS? Well, that's all I have for Altcoin Alert. It has provided some pretty good looking entries. Uh, any questions on that information source overall? If not, we will go to iCoin Pro. All right. iCoin Pro, home of the 123 dip, which is the basis of the RTI strategy I've been showing you guys. I'm looking to try to find those 123 dips, and using the RTI in the 15-minute, I've been able to find them, plus evidence of recovery. So I think that's the best way to trade, but not the only way to trade. A lot of people like to catch pumps. But I like those dips and retraces. Okay, I'm on the Buddy Coin Crawler on iCoin Pro. I'm going to see what's moving on this. Looking for values above 4%. It's got a bunch of it's got some memes on here and some other projects I don't know that well. ARK was moving yesterday. See, now around 5%. See anything else coming up? It's more of a day trade setup. No, Thorchain I like. Rune, I was trading that a lot last week. Let's look at that one. Okay, Rune on the day trade. It dipped below the 20 a little while ago, then broke back up. Yeah, it's just just above the 20 at 30. So if you got in now and want to ride it back to the red zone, that looks pretty good. 10% move is a great day trade. Could take a little while, but that setup is ready. If you want to catch the next dip, right click on the RTI and catch the move above 20, crossing up on the 20. That's another option. I think I'll go with my entering a channel, 80 and 20. Let's prepare close, Buddy Coin Crawler. And notifications, 3 notes. So I'm taking that alert, and I've got 3 alerts going this morning. Cool. All right, let's look at the swing trade on this. All right, it's been dipping pretty hard the last few days. It's in the green zone now, but that's about it. Otherwise, we're going to sell on the super trend, and we've got a red line on the Trendilo LSMA. So this one's not ready yet. If you want to trade this as a swing, right click on the super trend and click that buy, and you know the rest. A return to the red zone. Let's say if you got in now, that's 23%. That's pretty amazing, though it might take, a few days to get back there. But not bad. I like the setup for the swing in the green zone now. And if it gets some buying action, could push it back up to where it was. Any questions on Thorchain? I like it as a swing and a day trade. All right. Well, any questions on day trading, swing trading overall?
Yeah, I was going to ask you a question. It's a little bit different, but how do you find the difference in trading between being in the States and being in your current location in Asia? Do you find that it changes things quite a lot, or do you
No,
just run everything pretty much the same?
I run everything pretty much the same. I remember taking notice of Asian markets when I was in the USA. So now that I'm in the Asian time zone, I'm just trading those and being somewhat aware of when the US trading kicks in. But
Are you usually awake during the American trading?
yeah, where I am now, I think it's 12 or 13 hour difference from my time to USA Eastern time. So at the moment it's 8:34 a.m. here on Tuesday morning. So it should be about 8:30 p.m. In the USA. So I know that towards the end of my day is going to be the beginning of the prior day for the USA. But I don't really try to catch, opening markets because, crypto is 24/7. But some people have had some success with that kind of thing. I never have the few times I've tried it. So, but if you are, getting in some of those markets when it's off your time zone, but on someone else's, there's London time as well for Europe. So, um, vaguely aware of some traders who've had some success with doing day trades about the opening market time.
Yeah, I just noticed that a lot of the time the action happens in the middle of the night for me, which is the US market.
Yeah.
And it's worse at the moment in our summertime, because it makes the US opening at about 3 or 4 a.m.
Yeah.
In our winter time, it's more like 1 a.m., which you can participate for a little bit in. But yeah,
Plus,
I was just curious whether
yeah,
that made a lot of difference because you'd notice it being in a different time zone and trading regularly.
yeah. Since my day trades are more auto trades, I don't always notice when exactly they close out. So, I mean, I check that program several times a day, but um, then also in the USA they like to say, sell in May and go away. So the summertime, which is now, no, wait, it's February. No, summertime would be later, but uh, yeah, that would affect us till May comes up. And then the US is going to taper off some on the volume, but yeah, if any of you guys want to track that and report back to us, that would be useful. Um, for me, it's probably going to be more anecdotal, but Craig and I have talked about this before. So yeah, if you find a difference in time zones, definitely would like to know. So thanks for that. It's a good question, Craig. Don't have a solid answer for you, but
No, that's okay.
um,
It was a bit of an anti-total question.
yeah.
It
All
was,
right.
how do you find it?
Thanks for that. Any other questions or comments about trading in general before we wrap it up?
Yeah, I don't have any factual, but I sort of anecdotal. It seems like morning trades in the US, I'm in Asia now, and around, 9 to 12 or 1 o'clock Asia time, which would be, opening morning trades in New York.
Hmm.
It seems like there's more action then. A lot of times I'll be looking at stuff and I'll say, damn, I should have sold it,
Mhm.
earlier today.
Yeah,
But
that's
I don't know how factual based that is. It's just a feeling I've had lately.
Mm.
that's a good point. The morning US market may be better time to sell than, you know, other times. All right.
And Tuesday seems to be better than Monday.
Tuesday better than Monday.
Uh, gut feelings haven't really logged it.
All right. Thanks for sharing that. Any other questions or comments? Very well. I'll wrap it up here. If you're watching on the recording, I'd rather see you live, but check out the opportunities listed in the pinned comment. They help fund the channel. And I should see you guys on Thursday afternoon / Friday morning. Have a good trading week. Bye.
Cheers.